Hello world, this is Stefan of Lenjigan Games. If you try this game out and you have fun, feel free to join the Lenjigan Games Discord. Also, any help to the game through Patreon would be greatly appreciated. On that note, thank you Fish with Headphones for the Patreon support. As of October 25th, 2021, I have finished a first draft for all the attack animations. This has gone a lot more quickly than I was expecting because my expectation came from spending 2 weeks on the first set of animations. Now, however, I've come to realize that the time spent on positioning wasn't just some grouping, it was in time spent on positioning each angle of hitting and each angle of missing, all of which added up. Yes, missing isn't just however much distance from the hit, it is clockwise away from the hit. So while I could mirror, for example, the right and left attack arcs, I had to position the miss arcs individually. Now that I knew where everything was going for the second and third sets of animations, those were really quick. Now that I've come to reaction animations for the defender, I've come to a bit of a crossroad in how to go about everything that leads up to what the player sees. Basically, beyond the red flash of taking damage, I need to animate the outcomes of blocking and of taking no damage. Yes, taking no damage does warrant its own visual effects, partly so that the player has a better immediate grasp of what just happened, and partly just so that he knows the lack of red flash is indeed a feature and not a bug. The immediate crossroad is the various ways to show an attack and a reaction, but I've also had to make an overall decision of long-term versus short-term. On one hand, if I just push this out as quickly as possible, that makes the inevitable animation overhaul that much heavier of a workload. However, the whole reason I'm doing this now is to give the players a substantial update sooner rather than later. The worst part for me is that several answers are all reasonable, which makes this a judgment call and one that can't be made for me. In the end, though, I have made a realization that I'm much more aware of the future this time around than how much I knew when I started, all of which I could predict only vaguely. Thus, I can afford to err on the side of speed because I can at least avoid some of the things that would trip me up later, and like I said earlier, sooner is better. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, by next Monday, most likely the reaction animations will be done, and I'll have started serious work on coding it all in.